Every question that I was asked on Broker Gayane is going to get answered right here, right now. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. This week, we are doing a Q&A, and we are going to get all your questions answered about buying your first home. So the first question that I received is actually, what is a seller's market? And a seller's market is basically when there is not enough homes on the market, so there's low inventory and there's too many buyers. So it's basically to the benefit of the seller. The buyers are competing with one another for specific homes, and multiple offers are being put into these homes and kind of flying off the market within hours. Okay, so the next question is, what is the first step to buying a home? I don't know if I've mentioned this enough in my videos. I think I've mentioned it almost in every video, is to get a pre-qualification before you do anything. Getting a pre-qualification is incredibly important. It's going to tell you where you are at with your credit and what you can afford, and also it's going to show the agent and the sellers that you are serious about buying a house. Not to mention, when you are wanting to put an offer in on a house, you're going to have to submit your pre-approval letter that you received from the lender to prove that you have funds to buy this house. Duh. So the next question that I have is, how long does it take to buy a home? Now, this really depends on you and how long it takes you to find your perfect home. Some people, the first try. Some people, a few months. It'd be like that. Usually it takes 30 days to close on a property. So however long it takes you to find a home, it's going to take you an additional 30 days to close. However, if you are looking for an investment property to fix and flip, some agents like myself are able to close in about a week. This next question I think is super important. The question is, how much do I have to pay an agent to help me buy a house? And the answer is usually nothing. The seller is usually responsible for paying both the agent's commissions. It is typically like a 6% commission, and then it's split 50-50 between the two agents. However, there are times where the buyer would have to pay a commission. Say if it was a for sale by owner, then the buyer would be responsible for covering the agent's commission. Or if there was, say, an agreed commission of 3% and the seller is only offering 2.2%, then the buyer can be responsible for paying that 0.8% difference. The next question is, what kind of credit score do I need to buy a home? Well, that just kind of depends on what kind of loan you want to get. If you want to get an FHA loan, then usually the requirements are in the 500s. If you're looking for a conventional loan, they do require a higher credit score, usually in the high 600s. However, if you're doing a fix and flip and you're looking to get a hard money loan, they usually don't pull your credit and they're just basing it off of the deal itself. Next question, how many homes should I view before buying one? Well, there's no right or wrong answer, just however long it takes you to buy a house. I will say that the odds of finding a home the first time around are going to be 60%. The second time around, it's going to be about 50% of the remaining 40% left on the market. Now, the first two times combined will give you a total of 80% chance of finding a house. And the rest, good luck. Just know that some people can take months to buy a house and some people can take days to buy a house. And it really just depends on what you're comfortable with. But like I said, the first time around are going to be your highest odds of finding a house. Okay, next question. How do I find an affordable home? Talk to an agent. They're going to have access to all the homes available on the market. You can go to Trulia or Zillow, but usually they're not as accurate. All of the accurate information is going to be in public record, which the agent has access to. You're going to want to know what the details of the home are. You're going to want to know maybe the history of the home. All that you cannot get off of Zillow. If you are looking for an affordable home to fix and flip, then I would definitely get in contact with either an agent like myself or another wholesaler in your area. Alrighty, and the last question is, any tips for building a portfolio out of state? I've got a lot of people asking me about building portfolios outside of the state. I think because a lot of my viewers are in California and it doesn't really seem too as easily attainable to buy a home in California right now. But I would basically say to get an agent that you trust and get either a property manager or a rental company that you trust as well, because you don't want to be taking those calls at 3 a.m. if, say, I don't know, there's water coming out of the sink. Or a pipe burst because you're going to be well over 1,000 miles away trying to figure out how you can handle this, when really you can just pay like 8 to 10% and have somebody else just kind of take care of the whole thing. Because usually, you know, you can manage a property yourself if, say, it's a couple blocks away from you or even a couple miles away from you. But when it's something that's out of state, it's going to be way harder for you to take care of any situation unless you have the right people out there handling it for you. All right, everyone, and that is that. Those are all the questions I received. I do want to make another video, maybe a Q&A about getting into your first flip. If you guys are interested, I would love for you guys to send me some questions. You can put them down in the comment box below, or I will be asking it maybe on like the 22nd of January on my Instagram. And if you guys want to just throw in any questions you have, I would love to do another Q&A, and I will use all my best resources to make sure I am providing quality answers. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Broker Gayane. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.